After what many fans are calling the most disastrous season in all of New York Rangers history, it is no surprise that they are in the hunt for yet another head coach. So today I'm going to give you 4 choices of coaches that I think could be possibilities for the next New York Rangers head coach, and 2 of them I believe could really be strong possibilities and I think would really do well for the team. First off, let's start off with general manager Chris Drury. Drury has not done the best job in my opinion, and also I think he needs to go. When we look at some of the names that he's bought in and some of the deals that he's made, I can't get over when I'm watching Pavel Buchnevich on the St. Louis Blues, the thought that we gave him up for Sammy Blais back in the day. And then I look around the league and I see guys like Andrew Kopp, Frankie Vetrano. He bought in Patrick Nemeth and Barclay Goodrow back in the day on the Rangers. Justin Braun was another name that they bought in. I look at these guys and they did absolutely nothing to help the Rangers win. So when I'm thinking about Drury and the fact that he's making the decisions for the Rangers, I don't feel so confident in what he's done so far. So let's get to the possibilities of coaches that he could bring in. Let's go down the old road first. The 2 big names that I'm hearing kicked around a lot are John Tortorella and Joel Quenneville. First of all, Torts. He's 66 years old. I think he would be just what the doctor ordered for this Rangers team. He gives you a kick-in-the-pants attitude. This team needs accountability. They look like they were out there runway models on a fashion show this year. Their defensive structure and their effort were just terrible this year. I think he would create a better roster just with some of the turnover I think that's coming. I think Kreider's seen his last days as a Ranger. I look at Adam Fox, another guy. He just looked like he was just out there to be out there this year. I know that, all the data and stats people will tell you he had a good year. He didn't have a good year, in my opinion. Keandre Miller's another guy I think's got to go. Zibanejad, they need to sit down and talk to. Panarin, I think they need to sit down and talk to. You got to start getting a better effort from these guys and not just in the offensive zone. Another name that I think could be a possibility, but I wouldn't do it myself, is Joel Quenneville. I think that would just open up too many old wounds going into New York. I think there would just be too many naysayers coming out of the woodwork to make that work. But 2 names of guys that I do think would work for the Rangers. My second choice would be Jay Woodcroft. Listen, he was 79, 41, and 13 behind the bench in Edmonton just over 2 seasons, including 14 and 14 in the playoffs. Look, the fact that he was coaching Draisaitl and McDavid, Darnell Nurse, it tells you he can handle the big stars and the bright lights. He got unceremoniously fired way back in 2023. It seems like a long time ago now, but it's only 2 years, but just after 13 games. But previously to that, the year before, the Oilers had 109 points in 22-23, and both playoff series that Woodcroft lost as head coach were to the eventual Stanley Cup champions, the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche. So I think Woodcroft, he's young, he's only 48. I think he would be a great addition to the Rangers. And then finally, my number 1 choice, I think, should be Dan Muse, the current New York Rangers assistant. He's got about 18 years of coaching experience. He was on the Nashville bench for 3 years and as an assistant. And when he was the coach of the United States National Development Team program, he saw guys like Luke Hughes, Logan Cooley, Ryan Chesley playing underneath him. So I think Dan Muse should be given a next shot as the Rangers coach. I think he's a fresh face. I think he's used to working with younger players. And after this year, I think there's going to be a lot of turnover on this roster. And I think we are going to see a lot of new name players and a lot of younger players. You're going to see the Brennan Othmans and the Will Cooleys taking front and center stage. So there you have it. Those are my picks for who I think the New York Rangers should be looking into as their next head coach.